I ran my fingers tenderly over the creamy soft fabric. I loved my embroidery, I did. And I mourned my creations when they went off into the world. What I would do to own such a garment instead of my one dull-as-day woolen kirtle. But Grace made sure we didn't linger over our finished pieces. They went straight to the wooden chest at the end of our bed. At least till it was market time again, and Grace would leave us for a few days and come back with a pocket full of coins and a not often seen serene smile upon her sombre face. But I knew where she kept the key. "There are no secrets in a house of girls," Grace Babb said, although she was quite good at it herself. Sometimes when Grace went to the village, I'd wear the finery around the house and pretend I was a great lady, strumming the small prize lute Grace kept on a peg near the door, an elegant remnant from her London days that we were never allowed to touch. Anna would watch with worried eyes, fearful I'd be caught. She was too nervous to join in. I was always the naughty one. Always. "I smell wolf's juniper," Grace said suddenly, looking up from her needle. "Do you smell it?" She spoke of a rare, wild weed that was said to guard a wolf's den. A weed she sometimes used to stop the bleeding when a babe came too early. I could only smell the honeysuckle which still lingered in the air, sweet and beckoning. Grace looked around, inhaling a bit more like a rat in the larder. Then she shook her head and mumbled that she had imagined it. I glanced at my sister Anna, who was twining the thread. She had missed the exchange. Sweet Anna, deaf Anna, she's known in the village, for Anna is nearly deaf and has been since she was born. Grace taught her to speak, only to you it might sound like a pond frog's croak. Grace and I knew her speech very well. Every inflection, every strain for the right pronunciation. No one else did, though. She was a mute to all others, for it was only us she trusted. She hardly ever left the cottage. She was quite content to never leave, you see. She said our valley was the last place God made, and it was here she would die, while I plotted escapes of every kind each little minute of the day. Oh, but she's beautiful, Anna, so very beautiful, except for her ears, which she hides under her glorious yellow-golden hair she inherited from Grace, whose own hair is as white as a Duns Hill ghost now. "Happened overnight," Grace claims. "God took it from me for saving them." My cousin Christian and Uncle Godfrey from the plague, she means. Together, Anna and I were known as the vexed twins, meaning we were to be pitied, me with my hair and Anna with her crippled ears. It was often said that neither of us, Anna and I, had a good future in hand, that an unlucky star shone upon us. But I always said, "Faugh, the future was ours for the taking. I'd seize it for the both of us. Someday I'd leave this place, I knew it deep down in my soul. I'd leave." Suddenly Anna got up and walked to the door, her eyes wide and wild. Her back stiffened strangely. When I saw the pale hair on her neck rise, I jumped up and joined her, my hand on her shoulder. At first I did not see him, as one does not see something that cannot be. I blinked. Yes, but he was there. A wolf sitting under our chestnut tree, strong-limbed and fierce. A ghost in daylight. When a wolf appears at Blackchurch Cottage, we must prepare the winding sheets, for a death is near. We seemed to lock eyes for a moment, the wolf and I. We had known each other before, I think, and then he turned and trotted away. I watched him run along the hawthorn hedgerows that quilt the hills beyond our tiny village. "What is it?" Grace called from behind us. I gripped Anna's shoulder and tilted her face to me. "Just a little golden bird," I lied. We'd never hear the end of it if she knew. And she had tied so easily of late, her nerves raw. "Must have come all the way from London." Anna dropped the black thread she still held and it rolled across the floor. I slipped my arm around Anna and pulled her to me. She was shaking. "Come away from the doorway, girls," Grace said quietly as she continued to stitch. I slowly turned my head back to her as she muttered, "Golden birds foretell an omen." I tilted my head for Anna to sit back down, which she did.